Okay, guys. So we just went through the target following and the Instagram marketing. Obviously, if you want an in-depth step-by-step, I have that Instagram course. Another thing, little caveat. Obviously, you can download this. It's a free Instagram automation software that runs in the background for you when you're sleeping and stuff. It's autoinsta.me. It's a Google plugin, so you have to be signed into Google. Obviously, you're going to want to be doing the majority of your Instagram stuff on a actual phone. But if you want to set this up in the background while you're sleeping, this is definitely a viable method. It's not phenomenal, but it is decent for a free service. Now, a couple little things before we get into the site building and how you can actually generate traffic and collect emails for your gigs. Because like I said, emails are valuable because you can remarket back to those people. You can keep in touch with them and you can sell them on more gigs. You can build a relationship with them and then, obviously make multiple sales instead of just one. So that's how you make more sales with upselling with email marketing and then using that with, target following and Instagram marketing. A couple little things though. One of the two great apps that I find phenomenal for email, or not for email, sorry, for Instagram is the first one is InstaClean, because what that will do is that will allow you to mass unfollow people, because you're going to be target following so many people that you're only allowed to follow a certain amount of people. So you don't want to have a ridiculous amount more following than your followers. So InstaClean will let you will let you mass unfollow people, and you can set that up to mass unfollow people that aren't following you back and stuff like that. It's very, very cool. That's one that's great. So InstaClean. I'm not sure if that's on the Google Play App Store, but it definitely is on the iPhone App Store. So download that one. The next one is Captivate, which does the complete opposite. That will allow you to sign in and mass follow for free. So that's a free kind of automation software. It's very, very cool. You're gonna have to learn how to use it. I'm not gonna get into that in this one because it's a little bit complicated and tricky, but you can definitely learn it. There are you can find tutorials on YouTube and online that talk about that. I do have a video on that in my Instagram course, so I won't get into it specifically here because it can be a long explanation. But they also do have, if you go into the App Store and you look at the like the About Us section, I think it is, they have a whole what's the word I'm looking for? Not a tutorial, like an explanation, a facts page on how you can use it. So you can check that out, and that will teach you how to use it. So those are two ones that are really, really great, guys. That's InstaClean once again to mass unfollow, and then Captivate to kind of target follow specifically and automate that. Now, another thing, two more really fast actually. Follow Liker is great. This is Instagram automation software. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with this. I'm not trying to sell you on it. It's just phenomenal. It's what I use. It's a one-time payment. That way you can set it up and it will literally follow people in the background all day, every day. Really automate this process for you and also unfollow. It's a one-time payment. If you have one Instagram, it's only $57.99. You don't have to pay monthly for it or anything like that. So that's what I use. Once again, if you don't want to do that, you can literally just download the apps or, use this or, do it yourself. So another thing too, if you want to get a following initially, I also suggest buying your initial 1,000 followers. I don't think it's a good thing to buy your followers, but if you're going to start target following in a certain niche, you're going to want a little bit of social proof. So there are a bunch of sites that you can go to where you can buy Instagram followers. One of the best ones I've found, I think it's been a long time since I bought Instagram followers. I think it was, let me think for a second. It was Instacrease. There it is. Instacrease.net. And this is a great one. I've used this one twice before, I believe. Maybe 3 times. 2 or 3 times. It's been a while. And you can literally just buy your first 1,000 Instagram followers. I would say if you're going to buy at least 1,000. You don't need more than 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. That's ridiculous. It's not necessary. You just need slight social proof because these aren't real followers, obviously. It just gives you a little social proof and authenticity so that when you start target following, people actually have a reason to follow you back. Because if you start your page and you don't have a follower account, that $10 that you initially invest in to get your first $1,000 will pay dividends, trust me, because when people come and they see that you have a following already, what it says to them is that people already care about this. People already, are engaged with this, and I should be too. So that's a little caveat for the Instagram. Now, we're going to get into building the actual landing page so you can collect the emails. And we're going to do that on Wix. I love Wix. Wix is phenomenal. There are a million other ones that you can use. There's obviously WordPress if you're a little bit more advanced. There's a bunch of other ones, and I have an entire list of them. I can link them in the bonus too. But literally Wix is my favorite. I use Wix for everything. I think I have 2 Shopify stores, and I have 1 WordPress site, and every other website that I have about a little over 20 are all Wix. So I think 18 or 19 of them are Wix, and like 2 or 3 of them are WordPress and Shopify. So that's how much I love Wix. One of the great things about Wix is there are really, really good advanced techniques that you can use on Wix that kind of like site builders like WordPress have, but they're also really, really simple to set up, and it's kind of drag and drop and really simple. So it's the best of both worlds. It's got the simplicity for beginners, but it also has advanced techniques once you get better at it. So you can kind of go through the process and learn how to site build on Wix, and then continue the process and do some of the advanced techniques that WordPress has. Where WordPress is a little bit more advanced, and some of the other services that are offered are simply kind of beginner stuff, and they're drag and drop and really beginner. Wix has the best of both worlds. So obviously, a little caveat, I'm going to link Wix in, let me see this really fast. This is 7, 8, okay, yeah. So I'm going to link Wix in this lecture. In a Word document. You can go through and purchase Wix if you'd like. You don't have to purchase Wix. I'm going to go through and show you how how to build a site 100% for free. Obviously, if you're paying for a service plan, it doesn't cost very much with Wix. I think you can buy it for like $13 or something like that. Maybe it might be 15. It's been a long time since I've actually bought it. With the light one, I think it's like 14 or 15 bucks, maybe 13. So I would suggest paying for it. It just looks better. It will take the ads off of it, but you can definitely build it for free. I'm going to show you how to build it for free in this next one, in the next lecture really fast. We'll go through that entire process of building the actual landing page. It's very, very simple, and you can do it yourself. But like I said, I recommend paying for it. You don't have to. I'm always about giving you another option in case you don't have the initial funds to start up. So I'm going to go through a little bit of a tutorial in the next one on how to actually do that. But if you want a in-depth step-by-step content creation, how to build your own website course, I also have a course on that. Like I said, you know where to find them. I'm not going to keep promoting my courses. I'm just telling you these because that's where you can find that information. So I do have that. Also, if you're looking for an in-depth step-by-step course on how to build and go through the process of building the free site, I have a course that talks about how to build a free business model where you don't need any startup money at all. And that is called How to Generate Passive Income with No Funds. So there's both of them. Regardless of which route you want to go, you can choose it. But I just want to kind of offer you both ways because I don't want you to spend money that you don't have. But at the same time, if you do have money, to spend, you might want to invest because it's worth it. So I give both those options to you guys. In the next one, I'm going to go through the process of actually building the landing page for you. And then obviously when you target follow, people will come to this landing page and you capture their emails.